Hey, hey, guess who's back? How y'all doing? Come on in. I'll give you a minute or two. Relaxing a little bit. My baby is curled up, sleeping next to me. And I'm relaxing. Had a big decision. Well, it wasn't that big of a decision, but I did have, hey, a decision to make today. And I'm going to tell you guys exactly what that decision was tomorrow. Tomorrow. And then I'll take some feedback and see what y'all think. And, you know, well, we'll see how it go. We're going to see how it goes. So in the meantime, I had a little dinner, nothing too much. And then finally, I got the phone call I was looking for. It took long enough. So I eventually got what I needed, even though it was after the fact that I made this big decision. So, hey, chopped it up. I feel like I did the right thing. So, um, yeah, I'm on to bigger and better things. And I see I need to be very consistent in my search because, just like before I got, found a house, like when I was in the process of looking for a house, I already knew it was going to be a lot of barriers and people trying to stop me, trying to get in the way. And that's why I've learned it's a certain way to do things, you know. Um, hey, online can have its advantages. Of course, it got a lot of disadvantages, but it got a lot of advantages. But before I found this place, just seeing all of the barriers, the phone acting up, even though I had given my phone number to different property management groups and stuff like that, it was just I could feel it. People trying to put forks in the road to stop me from getting a place, especially a nice place like this. I could feel the forces. And that's somewhat what I could feel again. And I say that because tonight I talked to someone that from my past found out he had been locked up and he literally just got out last week. He got to stay, at the facility where he's at for about 60 days, he said, before he can move around and stuff. But it's just that this person witnessed something with me. It was he witnessed something with me. I'll say that. I did tell him that I wanted to make a video where he's basically verifying, what we saw. I believe I did talk about this before. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. But all I know is he's one person that can verify it because he was there with me. He saw the same thing I saw at the same time. But it's just that after talking to him, um, we were on Messenger, and because I left my number and he called, and I was like, why are we talking on Messenger? Just call me. That's why I left the number. And he said, because it's not going through. And I said, what do you mean it's not going through? He said, are you sure you gave me the right number? So it was the right number. I don't know how he did it. Maybe he had another phone. Obviously, he had to have another phone. He clicked over and called the phone that I'm on right now, the phone number. And do y'all know it said that he could not get through to my phone? He couldn't get through to me. It was a recorded message that was saying the call could not go through. And all I want to know is why. And see, when I be talking about evil forces, that is a prime example of what I'm talking about. I heard it with my own ears. So, I'll be calling to find out, hey, why is that happening? It shouldn't be. It doesn't make any sense why it would happen. And right now, I'm in the process of doing something for me that I need. And people being able to communicate and get a hold of me is crucial. So all of a sudden, if people can't get through to me, what do you think that means? What it means is, since I can see it's bullshit attached to this phone and probably every phone I'll have, what I'm going to do is be very consistent with calling the people that I need to call back. Okay. I'm going to be very consistent doing that since I see what this is. There is always a way around the bullshit that's out here. If it wasn't, I wouldn't be sitting here in this house right the fuck now. But see, when you know and you have that gift of sight and you can see the bullshit and the phoniness of the majority of people, you know how to move. Okay? When I was with that citywide rentals, property management, and went to see those raggedy ass houses in the hoods, okay, the ghettos. And those bitches gonna tell me that every house, they canceled a couple of them, okay, after I saw the first house. The people was checking the move. The people that were watching was checking to see what was going on. And when the man pulled up and the name of the property manager group was on his vehicle, that's all it took. And this is what I mean by the people in person. Because there's a lot of shit going on that y'all don't see. But trust me, I see it. And when I saw that, I knew how the fuck I had to move. And obviously, I did it. At the end of the day, okay? I'm the type of person that will do what I need the fuck to do to get what I need. So trust and believe that. Okay? Now, with that being said, okay, always know when it comes to me, I will find a way. It's what I do. It's what I do. And I won't stop, especially if I really want it. I won't stop until I get it. So I'm going to ride with that. All right. I'm glad that I keep, have my contacts and things like that, organized. And I keep it with me at all times. I never leave it here. When I leave, it's leaving with me just in case. So, yeah, sad, but I do got to take all of those precautions. Now, like the title says, he finally came. He finally made it. Talking about my ex Will. He did something very nice, very kind for me. Uh, even though I thought he was going to do it earlier, because I did want to go and get a couple things for me and get Kitty some food and some snacks and stuff. He didn't come earlier. He ended up coming, towards the evening. And hey, as long as he came, that's what matters. So, he finally came, even though it did take him long enough to get here. But he made me feel a lot happier, just seeing him and getting a nice, strong hug from him. Um, and I talked to him before he came over, and I let him know what this big decision that I had to make that I'm going to tell y'all about tomorrow. We already talked about it, and he agreed with me. And I know I did the right thing. So, yeah, y'all gonna have to stay tuned in tomorrow morning or tomorrow sometime, I'll say, to find out what this big decision was. So, with that being said, I'm gonna go to say good night and